Okay, today I get my stitches removed, but I'm going to tell you a quick story, and then I'm going to show you the picture behind my big head, and you're going to go, ooh. And you may say, oh, I'm glad I saw that, and you may say, God, I wish I hadn't seen it. So here's the deal. I had a mole on my top rib under my pec on the left side, and it was tiny. It was small, but I noticed that it was changing in size, shape, and color. And as somebody who's had a dermatologist on call for several years now and have had things removed, I knew that I needed to get it addressed. So I went in, they looked at it, they biopsied it. And when they biopsied it, it left something smaller than a dime. And they called me and said, we ran pathology on it, and Adam, it's got to come out. And it's not going to be a big deal, but bring that big fat dad belly in here and let us do a little bit of work on it and keep you safe into your 40s. And so I did. And I went in and they drew a little football shaped diamond around it to show me where they were going to cut it. And they do that so that when they stitch it back up, it will not pucker and give me a third nipple, basically. Okay, this is crazy, but it's true. Anyways, they cut it out. It was 7 stitches, and the wound was pretty uncomfortable. But the truth is that, you know, I have tattoos and I've been through a lot in my life, and so that wasn't the end of the world. I have done this in my life more than once, and I chose to go with an economic route when it came to the bandage, because they told me when I got it done, do not air it out, do not let it get dry. You need to keep Vaseline on this at all times and covered with a sterile bandage. And so I went to Walmart after the operation myself, and because I like to save money in stupid places, I bought bandages that were on clearance, Equate brand. Yeah. And the first one that I put on there, when I took it off, it was bad. And Jade said, Adam, you need to maybe get in the shower and loosen it up as you're taking it off. Don't just rip it off, you know. And I said, okay, fine, but whatever. I should be able to do what I want to do. When I took the bandage off the first time, I went ahead and actually shaved the area of my ample belly and breast, so as to give it a clean spot to put the bandage on, because I thought maybe that was the problem. It was yanking hair out and whatever. No, it was yanking skin out as well. Today, I'm getting the stitches removed. It's been 10 days, and so this is the most recent picture that I took of it, and it actually, this is it looking better than it did at its worst. This is why, just buy. So anyway, so what ended up happening was, then the spot got so bad that I could not put a bandage on it because the skin was so raw. And I know that this is really gross to tell you, but I think you should see it. I think that Walmart should see it. I think that Equate should see this, okay? What we ended up doing is we ended up and this is what we should have done from Jump Street. So if you have a wound like this, that you need to do it this way. What we ended up doing was putting a sterile pad over the wound, and then we used an ace bandage and wrapped it around my body, my belt, whatever you want to call it, my torso. We wrapped it around my torso and secured it. And that drove me bonkers too, and had its own challenges. Now let me show you what this looked like. If you stayed this long, you're going to want to see what it looked like. Okay. Well, okay, so that's what the bandage did to me. There was the wound. And I'm going to argue that the wound wasn't as bad as this here. That there is incredibly painful to have. That there will heal up. It will be nothing. That there, that's a honeypot. Anyways, thanks for watching my story. And if you're living, especially if you're living in Southwest Florida or somewhere in a tropical climate, you need to wear sunscreen and you need to go to the dermatologist. And then when you have a wound, you need to take good care of it. And part of that is not using some janky ass cheap clearance bandage. And that's my story. Have a great day.